aggressive thing. You came out as a public Trump supporter, and then you went to a Trump rally. What happened next?
I went to the White House to see our president, and went to the hotel, took a nap, end of story.
When did you find out that your career had been destroyed?
Well, about 2 days later. By that point, my label had written me already, to inform me that they were getting a lot of heat and a lot of backlash for supporting me, and they reassured me that they were not going to drop me.
They always reassure you first, don't they?
And and I was just like, I didn't make any apologies. I felt like I hadn't done anything. So, but these articles obviously placed me at the siege.
Yes.
Which I was not at. So, and of course I don't advocate for violence.
Of course not.
At all, in any walk of life.
And just to be clear, you committed no violence while in Washington.
Of course not. I mean I was there for a peaceful rally. And that's all it was to me.
Yes.
And but there was no fact checking or anything like that. These 130 articles went out in the course of 24 hours, and just the backlash was just so they succumbed to cancel culture. So basically, that's.
So what did your label say after reassuring you they weren't going to drop you? What happened then?
Well, then 24 hours later, they wrote back saying that they texted me, telling me that they were going to go public and drop me at that point.
So if you're a recording artist, which you are, and you can't record, what does that mean?
Well, and I can't tour either at this point, so it pretty much leaves me destitute and on the street. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of.
Did he just say that he's left destitute and on the street? What do you mean? We literally just listened to you talk to Andrew from All Gas No Brakes about how there's an opportunity for you to make money. Look, the existence of rich people is evidence that anybody can become rich. You just said that. Whenever he asked you about how do you feed and shelter the homeless, you said, who cares? More or less. I'm paraphrasing, but you pretty much said fuck them. You didn't care about them. They've survived thus far, and aren't they pretty old? They're dying off anyway. Now you're talking about how you're the victim of cancel culture? Who could be subjected to a life of destitution? Life on the street? No. By your own logic, you'll find a way to stay rich. Don't you worry about it. I have faith in you that nothing will stop you as long as you like money enough, as you've said. Listen, hey, you did not include the possibility that there will be obstacles and barriers. And in your case, they're ones that you place directly in front of you. You were the one who created your own obstacles and barriers for yourself. That'll make it 10 times more difficult for you to overcome your own adversity that, again, you put in front of you. I'm memeing, don't attack me. He's gonna be living off abandoned daddy's dragon horde?
I'm overwhelmed right now, and I don't know exactly what to do, but.
So for going to a political rally, not participating in violence, not seeing any violence, not even being aware there was violence when you went to bed in your hotel, for that, your career disappeared in one day.
Yeah, that's
your livelihood gone.
Yeah, that's and no apologies, no support. My family's been getting death threats. They don't even know that I'm here. I had to sneak away because they were so terrified of me coming on TV. They've been getting it all week. Me too. I mean, the hate is just overwhelming, and there's new articles being written. Just people are so mean.
You've lived in this country all your life. Do you recognize it?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, I'm terrified. I mean, this is what I voted against.
Right.
I mean, I didn't vote so much for Trump as against cancel culture and this environment that's been blazing for about 4 years, but is about to ramp up and get even worse.
So I'm just so struck by the fact that you are not a political person. You did not sign up for this. Are you worried that it will destroy you as a person?
No, I'm not so worried about that. I mean,
You did not sign up for this. So I'm just so struck by the fact that you are not a political person.
You have been advocating for Donald Trump over the last 4 years. You admittedly said that you've been red-pilled from the start. You have been constantly in hot water for your political takes that have been incredibly controversial. You are a political person. You showed up to the rally / protest / insurrection on January 6th. You are a political person. What does this even mean? Of course he's a political person. You're not a political person, yet you attended multiple rallies, including this one that ultimately got you dropped from your record label company. Conservatives love pretending they are, yeah.
You did not sign up for this. Are you worried that it will destroy you as a person?
You didn't sign up for this.
No, I'm not so worried about that. I mean, I've been canceled before. I've been canceled many times. I know how the whole thing works. It doesn't really affect my ego.
Yes.
Which isn't to say it doesn't hurt my feelings. It does.
Yeah.
But I know that it's not real. So I just you know, I've got family. I've got a small group around me that sort of keeps me centered, and I also believe in myself. I know I didn't do anything wrong, so there's no reason why I should feel remorseful about this.
Amen. So you know how unreasonable and scary and punitive a moment this is. You're taking a huge risk coming on the show. Why are you doing it?
I don't have any other recourse. Like, what am I going to do? Like, am I going to be able to get my statement out in magazines? I mean, who's right now the narrative is being pushed, and there's not very many people that are going to let a counter narrative enter into the fold. I mean, there's no nuance. There's no kind of I don't know what I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm going to do.
You had no choice, basically, if you want to tell your story.
I have no choice. I had no choice. There's nothing else for me to do. I can't even afford my lawyer right now. So.
Last question. What do you think the purpose of all of this is?
Well, I think it's desperation and fear that's driving this whole thing. I think there's been a very, very big effort to unseat the president, or at least
it's just amazing, like how quickly, like a few turn of events lead to like, honestly, this is like night and day, and it happened over what, a 3-month period, where right now he is so broke he can't even afford his attorney.
Let him have 4 more years, which I think is fair. I mean, he lost, and I think he lost fairly. I'm not disputing anything.
Now he thinks he's lost
Biden
fairly.
is
Okay.
perfectly fine
Like,
with
honestly,
me as president.
like this is literally the exact opposite of what we heard on the all gas, no brakes. Was he like, what is this?
Isn't it? But I think that there was just no. I think that they're still scared or something like that. It seems like they're sore winners at this point, and people seem to want to kick me down as well, much like they have Trump. kick us down when we're down. I don't think, that I believe that I don't even know what, I don't know what the future is with regards to Trump, but I think, it's, I don't know. I don't want to comment on that.
They're sore winners.
They're sore winners, yeah.
Good luck.
No.
When reasonable people like you are destroyed, all of us should take notice. And so I appreciate you telling your story. Thank you.
Thanks, Tucker.
Wow. No, I mean, honestly, even, some washed up artists who had their day in the spotlight are experiencing the ramifications of supporting Donald Trump. Supporting Donald Trump during like the first 3 years and 6 months, I don't think was as damning to you or your career. Supporting Donald Trump any point after November 3rd, as he started to facilitate an insurrection on the nation's capital, I think that is what is the most incriminating, right? That is the indictment for supporting Donald Trump as he continued to refuse to concede to this election. He continued to contest it instead. He continued to rile up his base. He continued to lie to his base. He fed them this false narrative. He sowed doubt in our own democracy, which was shit to begin with. Nevertheless, Donald Trump is one of the people most responsible for what happened. And supporting Donald Trump after November 3rd is probably what got you dropped from your record label. You can't stand idly by and support a president who was just impeached for inciting an insurrection. He was talking about, whenever he was talking to Andrew from All Gas No Brakes, and the way that he was talking to Tucker Carlson is like a completely different person. It's just like what happened with Morrissey.